Okay, so today we're doing a quick chest day. Now, unfortunately, my gym plays really, let's call it poor quality music and really loud. So the microphone unfortunately picked all of it up. It also picked up audio, but in fear of getting copyright striked, today we are doing a voiceover. Now here you can see me warming up for a chest press. Today is a chest day with my good friend, Gabe. Here we do a light warm up around RPE 6 or 7, which is a rate of perceived exertion, basically like how difficult the lift was. I think here is Gabe's first set, making sure to focus on the lat activation, keeping those arms a little lower, not completely straight. Here you can see him reach absolute failure, just as he was instructed. Like a good man he is. The DAP is obligatory. Here we go, prepping. You can see my deviated septum there, phenomenal. Here we're pushing some weight. It's on the screen right now. I have no idea how much weight it is, but I'll have to check my spreadsheet. Reaching absolute failure again, activating a little bit of those front delts just to finish that rep, but that's okay, as today is not only chest day, but it is also front delt day 2. My current split is on the screen right now. And I find this split is best. I prefer it over a PPL where you just throw arms in at the end of the day, which I think is personally unoptimal for me. I've seen way more arm growth through this split. And I swear to God, if I see a single leg comment, I'm going to delete this YouTube channel. Ooh, that lift off was kind of tough, but here we can see him pushing through it. I decided not to include the whole set and only the first about 3 reps and the last one or 2 reps. So you can see we're reaching absolute failure there. I think Gabe gave up a little too easily in that one, but he's saving up energy for the dumbbell chest press, our personal favorite. Weight's moving pretty quick here. I put my hands a little closer to the middle, really bringing those hands together at the end of the press. This is a convergent chest press machine, which is the ones I highly recommend, going from a wide grip to a middle grip. Here someone was avoiding the camera. However, I did set it up in a really unfortunate spot, and I would not mind if he walked directly in front of it. Here we have Henry coming up and talking to the homies. I personally like talking to people. I think the gym is 60% yap, 40% work. Another DAP, mandatorily, telling Gabe to do a set there. And he Ultra Instinct catches my ass slap. Look at that. Look at how stretched those pecs are at the bottom of that movement. That's really what we want to see. Here we have an assisted rep. Personally, I don't like having people do assisted reps for me, just because it's harder to write down that it is an assisted rep, because I do love tracking every single lift I do to track my progress and to make sure I'm lifting as optimally as possible. Here we have psyching myself in. That weight is moving a little heavy, and I think that's me complaining about how slow it is moving. Maybe today wasn't the day. But here I am asking for an assisted rep, ironically, just to really get that ego lift at the end of the day. I think that was my 8th rep, and it was like 3/4 of the way there. I really just needed that final push. Controlling that eccentric well, and I probably didn't count that to my final rep count. Here we have a beautiful shot of Gabe. What a handsome Honduran man. Now here we have the chest press. Now I think that the dumbbell chest press is harder to get down than the chest press machine, as the chest press machine is literally just an easier movement because it's more stable. Now you will notice on the chest press, I really do want to get it down. Maybe for the last set, which I think I did 70 pounds for 8. I think there you can excuse the lack of range of motion really at the bottom. But here you see that the dumbbells are almost touching the chest, which is exactly where you want it. Nice controlled eccentric. Here you see me assisting Gabe on his final rep. Now a lot of people assist on either the elbows or the triceps. The only reason I don't like doing this is because last time someone did it to me, you can't really fail out and throw the dumbbells out to your side, so it kind of just falls in and hits your chest. Now here we have the 70s. I think I only hit 70s for 8 today. Here you can see that I didn't really get it with my knee, but that ghost knee at the end helped get that dumbbell up. That weight is moving slow and steady, but here we go. You don't see me hit depth there, but I guarantee you I did, at least for the first 2 reps. There we almost touching the chest, but I do fail. Throw the weights down. Very loud, do not recommend. The sliding on the bench is mandatory. And today we're wearing the Heritage Wash Stringer from Gymshark and the Gymshark sweatpants. Gymshark, please sponsor me. Usually when people complain about not understanding the form of the dumbbell chest press, they are mistakenly doing one of two things. A, they're not arching their back enough and bringing their chest out enough. I always tell people, proud chest, right? Open your chest. Second thing, they aren't activating their lats enough and bringing their elbows close enough to their torso. Some people will just really like have that 90-degree angle on their arms, which of course is unoptimal because it's bringing that activation less from your chest and more into your front delts, which is not what we want on a dumbbell chest press. You can do that for a shoulder press. 70s were moving a little slow, so we went back down to 65 to make sure I can get that good form. 65s are moving quick, and here you can see my core clearly very stabilized. Back is still arched, lats are activated, and those weights are flying up. Didn't really hit depth for that last rep, but I failed it either way, so whatever, doesn't even matter. I love the Heritage Wash Stringer from Gymshark. I would wear it every day if I could. Here's a little flex of the back, which is ironic because I didn't even hit back today. Something I'll tell people to really get that lat activation working is do some like one arm lat pull downs before your chest press. To really just feel your lats and be able to contract them during the chest press, and typically this does help quite a bit. Also, people find it weird to wear watches to the gym. I love it personally. Makes you feel good, and you know, you feel good, you lift more. Here are some quick cameos from a couple of other people. The little Jay Cutler quad stomp there by Ahmed. Something I didn't include in the video today was the chest incline cable flies, wherever you want to call them, because I wanted to save camera storage. So those were right before the shoulder press, because I don't like shoulder presses following incline chest press, as they are very similar movements. Now we're moving on to the shoulder press. Shoulder press is kind of similar to the dumbbell bench press. By the way, that dumbbell incline chest press was at 30 degrees and this one is at 65. I don't know if you can read the number at the bottom of the bench there. But you don't want to have too much of a back arch for here, because then you'll start activating more the upper chest instead of just the front delts. Where here you can see Gabe did it a little bit at the end, but look at that. Core is activated. Those weights are flying up. Again, you want to work in around 30 to 45 degree. You want your elbows to be 30 to 45 degrees in, so you really hit that scapular plane, getting optimal front delt activation. Here's the quick Atlas. I'm still working on that pose. I want to dominate the Atlas. I want to get that shit down. Different angle, throwing up the 55s. Lightweight, baby. See, you don't want too much of a back arch, but I think here I might be arching it a little too much, getting that upper chest a little too much activated. Hitting absolute failure as we do always. No drop sets today, unfortunately. We're doing some mandatory pump checks at the end of the workout. For some reason, I flex my arms and my back mostly during this, which are not pumped at all, actually. I didn't hit them. However, here we have a little side chest action, still working in this pose. And here we have a little side delt action, which also was not hit today. Another double bis, beautiful pose, but I don't know why I'm doing it. Zero bicep pump. Here, I think I work through each pose and explain what they are. I think that's the Apollo, the Archer. Again, back poses with no back pump. Side chest, one of my personal favorites, especially when you get that lateral delta activation. That's Henry pointing that out. Get the other side, really get that squeeze on those side delts. Looks beautiful, looks phenomenal, anabolic as fuck. Here I'm explaining the only two exercises I do for my shoulder, because Henry asked. The only two exercises I do for my shoulders are lateral delt raises, I think, on the cable, and shoulder presses with the dumbbells. These are the only two exercises. Sometimes if I want to hit the rear delts, I'll do cross cable rear delt flies or whatever they called. But it really is mostly just shoulder presses and lateral raises, and all those are the only two exercises you really need to get those capped delts. And that's it for this chest day. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, you know what to do. This one did not have real talk. The next one will be a little more vloggy. I've recorded 2 already, I think. But yeah, hope you learned something new today, and I hope you have a phenomenal day.